Welcome, family. We are definitely back for another good one. This right here is Humble Beginnings. I am your host, KJ. Today, I got my cousin, Jeremy with me. You know what I'm saying? Always rocking with me. You done seen him on many of the panel conversations. What's going on, cousin?
Good with your cousin.
Ain't nothing, man. Ain't nothing. All right, Jeremy, this your first time, man, to the Is It Disrespectful, man. This very simple, man. We just gonna throw a concept up. We're gonna talk about, is it disrespectful or not? You know what I'm saying? This ain't as long as how we normally run these shows, but it's just a real quick one, for the people. So we're gonna get straight into this thing, man.
Do it.
Everybody see the title. It says opposite sex friendships or relationships. So the main question going into it, brother, is it disrespectful for people to be in serious relationships and have friends of the opposite sex? What you think, man?
I would say if I just now meeting a woman or whatever and she already had male friends, I wouldn't think that is disrespectful at that time. But of course I would like to, I would want to meet those male friends that she have, But and on the other hand, let's just say if we was already together and she had male friends, then I would think it's somewhat disrespectful because most dudes, at least most dudes that I know or from the past, they all had bad intentions. You know what I'm saying? I seen people literally you'll be with your girl and you'll probably go get something to drink or something and they'll talk to your girl while you in the same house. So in my opinion, I think it can be disrespectful, if she's meeting male dudes right after you guys have already been talking or whatever. I do think it can be disrespectful because, like I said, most dudes' intentions, you know what I'm saying, is not good. So that's why
I'm gonna be honest. I don't like that.
Yeah. See?
And that's only because I know what it's like to be that friend. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of times, man, when you certain level of closeness to certain chicks, you can kind of smash them chicks too,
right?
Man.
That's a fact.
Really all you need is the right opportunity. And sometimes it don't have to be a big opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really too comfortable with that concept. But I'm also one of them people, I would play it the same way though. I wouldn't have a bunch of females. We're talking about a serious relationship now. I ain't talking about we just regularly dating. Because we just regularly dating. You don't need to be cutting off friends when you don't even know what really gonna happen with that person. But if you're talking about a serious relationship, because even if I was to meet the dudes, I'm just not comfortable with that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either, man. Like I said, a lot of the dudes, man, they got wrong intentions. Just imagine if your girl look good, you know what I'm saying, and I'm sure he gonna be looking at your girl, so you never know what he may try. So I definitely think it's disrespectful. And now she the type of she want to have those male friends, then most likely she wouldn't be the girl for me.
And this is what I've done in the past. Like I'm saying, like when I've been married. My question is, because I would bring up the concept of cutting your friends off, right? Well, the male friends off, and then I heard a little feedback, or a little resistance, I'll say, about cutting the friends off. And my number one thing is, what are these friends doing for you so much that it is difficult to cut friends off? And I'm saying this because we use the term friends very, very, very loosely. Mm-hmm. And you got people who and don't get me wrong, the definition of the word friends is very, very broad too. And really it's very, very, it's a very, very nuanced word to, what's the word? To an associate.
Okay.
They're very, very nuanced. Those words damn near mean the same thing. So my thing is, you have people who might be friends with somebody because they just like to go to the club with. but they'll just go to the club with that person, but they're not like gonna hang out with that person at the crib. Especially with women, because women have those categorical friends. Like a friend who they hang out with, a friend who they go out to like brunch with, a friend they do this with. So to me, it's kind of weird. It's like if you have a hard time letting go of a certain friend, a big question for me is like, why? Like, what are that person doing so much for you that you can't let them go? Because a lot of times it's not really a bond home. It's just a person being stubborn. So it's kind of weird.
Right. On the flip side, let me ask you this. So like, what if the chick, y'all in a serious relationship or whatever, what if her male friend is like on the feminine side? He like guys, you know what I'm saying? How would you feel about that?
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't even trust that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them cats who swing like that, they do both.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're not only dealing with guys. A lot of these cats now, they deal with guys and women.
I can see it. I could definitely.
So you know what I'm saying? Like I see that a lot more now. So a lot of times they be like, nah, he just deal with guys. Nah, yo, them cats be dealing with both. And I done had conversation with guys like that, and they be like, they use words like, I dabble. You dabble? What the hell you mean you dabble? Like, nah, yo, nope. Can't do that. I don't even trust that. I think that's some BS. I'm gonna put the ultimatum out there. If that's what you gotta have, then I'm gonna have to stop talking about it.
I agree.
Because I was gonna ask you that question too. Like, what if it was one of them type of friends who went the other way? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, would you be comfortable with it? So you said, all right, if you had you would have to, like, you would meet the friends. Like, do you believe in, like, because she got male friends, trying to be friends with them too?
Do I believe because she has male friends, what?
Trying to be friends with them too. You know how some people when they got friends, they try to make them your friends too.
Nah, not really me, man. I'm more so I couldn't do that either, man. Cause like the reason why is because it's kind of like you go to some, like you may know a girl back in the day, and she your friend. You go to her wedding, and but you done smash her in the past, and now you looking in her new dude face, and he don't even know that. Shoot, 5 years ago, y'all, you know what I'm saying? You done dabble with her. You know what I'm saying? So, I couldn't do that either, man.
Because I mean, if we being honest, man, like most men, like even when a guy be like, yo, I'm your friend, most guys, I ain't gonna say every guy, most guys, if that girl is willing to give the opportunity for him to smash, he'll definitely take it.
Yes, right.
Like most dudes will. So it's like when with knowing this, it becomes very, very hard to have that situation because all it takes is for, say, you and her going through something, and now she got that shoulder to cry on, and she's in her vulnerable state. Now all that man got to do is now take advantage of that vulnerable state.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't happen just like that. Do you think that when them situations happen, like when like somebody smashing a friend, you think they can stay friends, or you think that usually gets a little rocky?
I think it might turn serious, like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody might start catching feelings for the others, and then it won't last a friendship. Because most females, you know what I'm saying, they'll start catching feelings, but it'll get rocky because you might not want that, and you done have sex with her, and now she got deep feelings about you, and you know what I'm saying, you ain't want that. So I can see it getting rocky.
Do you think most women would tell you the truth? Like, say if they had, well, they most likely wouldn't, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. You think if they had a friend that they smashed, they would tell you the truth? Like, if you say if you just ask the question directly, don't, like, not the fish, but say you just like, you was like, yo, have you smashed this friend? You think women will be honest?
I think in the beginning stage, some might tell you the truth, but if y'all like real serious, I think she might try to cover that up.
But if she chose to be honest with you, then she pretty much telling you she gonna have to let that friend go.
Right.
Cause she can't tell you she smashed the dude and they gonna still be friends while y'all supposed to be in a relationship. Like, ain't no way she expect for you to be comfortable with that.
I mean, she might just be like, "Oh, that happened years ago."
Yeah,
but
I can see it.
see him like that or something like that, you know.
That's crazy, man. I just disagree with that whole.
Or when I was a freshman in college, they might say something like that.
I think that's some BS.
I think so too.
What about? I mean, because we live in that time now where it's crazy. What if she had a female friend, right? I know we're talking about friends of opposite sex though, but you know, the world we live in, they all over the place. So what if she had a female friend and then she had to tell you like, yo, yeah, you know, me and her, you know, we play around like that sexually. How would you feel about that?
I wouldn't. I don't think she would be my type because, you know what I'm saying, she rocking with females as well, so I wouldn't be able to take someone like that seriously.
Dang, you wouldn't rock with that. A lot of guys wouldn't even mind. Now, me personally, I don't trust that neither. I agree with you. I don't trust that neither.
That's
But a lot
girls, I can see them saying that they want to have a menage or something, but as far as that main girl messing with another girl, I don't see them wanting something like that. Well, I personally wouldn't want something like that. And if a guy do want something like that, let's just say if he was married, he probably would want to marry both of them and have relationships like that. But
you think that polygamy joint, you think it will work, or you think it'll probably fall apart because emotions? You know how women.
It's gonna fall apart because I feel like one female gonna get jealous of the other, and she's gonna feel like, oh, he's doing more for this female, and in most cases, I definitely think it won't work unless one of the girls lower their standards and they really, and like just said, the person can provide for both of them, and as long as they're being provided for, they might not care as much. So it just really depends on the chick.
Because even when it comes to like the concept of like a threesome, I always said for me to do a threesome, I couldn't have a threesome with like the woman like I would marry.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like there's a lot of turmoil that come with that kind of a situation. Like it would have to literally be me doing it with like maybe a chick I'm probably fucking around with or whatever may have you, but it wouldn't be a chick I'm trying to really get serious with.
Yeah, I agree.
Cause I think I don't know, man. Like these type of situations, like it's crazy. Cause and like see when I say it, like I always say this. I think sex is just a hobby for most people. You know what I'm saying? But then you do have people who put those overemphasis on sexual activities. But then the problem is the people who put those overemphasis on those sexual activities might want to have fun and play a little bit, experiment, but then the emotions get involved. That shit turns very, very critical. And then now that whole experience destroys your whole relationship.
Right. That's exactly how it would go.
What if what if a chick said she wanted to do it or celebrated it for like your birthday or something? And say you just met her. Say y'all ain't fully got there. But you could tell like she really rocking with you like that. So y'all ain't got too strong just yet. Y'all in the beginning stage. So she suggests this in the beginning stage. We both feel the same if we get too deep. But what if it's like, say you just met the chick in like the beginning of August and your birthday rolling around like the beginning of September and y'all rocking with each other. Mm-hmm. And then she was like, yo, your birthday coming up. Yo, I want to do something for you. And she throw and she was like, "Yo, I want to have a threesome." Would you rock with it, or would you not want to do it because you might be a little weary of? I might want to go further with her.
I mean, it just depends what my intentions are. Like, if I wanted someone who I'm gonna like try to spend my life with, then I definitely wouldn't rock with that. But if I was, or if someone was trying to get a smash in and they just wanted two chicks, of course they would do that. Or even if they did like the girl, most people probably would still do that and end up trying to marry her or whatever. But I couldn't do that, bro. I couldn't.
So when people say it's just a friend, when you even hear the phrase "just a friend," do that shit even sound believable?
No, that phrase right there owns something up.
Yo, I be thinking that too, yo. Like even just hearing somebody say "just a friend," that shit just sound like a lie.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot. Something happened in the past, or something that happened.
What about when and it's really technically like the same thing, but what about people who've been rocking with people so long that they just consider them to be way deeper? Like, say if you meet a girl and she literally view him as a pure brother. It ain't her actual brother, but she view him very, very closely as a brother. They've been knowing each other for a very, very long time. She don't call him her friend. She's like, yo, that's my brother. But not like the shallow one that people always say, be like, bro, not like she literally be like say if she was to tell you, like, yo, he's like a brother to me. I was close to him since elementary school. Even my mom called him son. Like, how would that make you feel?
I mean, I still wouldn't rock with it because I don't see no need for, you know what I'm saying? If you're trying to get with me, I don't really see no need for having that person, that male figure, you know what I'm saying? It's like I should be enough, more than enough for her. And I don't see why she would want that so-called brother.
See, I agree. I agree with that. That's what I say. Like, I believe, like, yo, like, if we're gonna be very, very serious, now I should become her best friend.
Yeah.
Like, what do you need him
That,
for? Because that's why I was saying earlier. Like, my question that I would pose would be, what is this person doing so much for you that you can't let go?
exactly.
Do you think? Do you think the other person would find it disrespectful, like the friend? Like, do you think it's
Yeah.
disrespectful on their side to
Yeah.
have to like kind of end a friendship because they got in a relationship?
Yeah, they're gonna feel it. They're gonna feel that it's disrespectful because they're gonna be like, "Oh, I know you for 10 years, and you cut me off for this guy you just met and only know him for 6 months, and just because he's telling you to, cut me off, now you're trying to end." Like they might just be like, "He's trying to be controlling and this and that and the third." So they're gonna be upset about it emotionally. And she gonna feel some type of way, like, man, I'm meeting this guy and now I have to really end my friendship with one of my friends who I know for X amount of years. We did this and that together. So yeah, both parties gonna be upset.
How would you feel? Say if you had a homegirl, man. You been rocking since Bird Street, right? Like elementary. Say we're rocking with her, super, super cool. And then all of a sudden she got into a situation and she was like, yo, I'm getting with this dude. Y'all, that's your homie. And then she was like, yo, I'm about to get with him, man. Yo, I'm gonna have to start fucking with you. How would you take it?
I feel like, of course, I'll be, what I'm saying, a little heartbroken, a little sad, but at the same time, I'll, let her go about her business. I don't have a problem with letting people go and just moving forward. So I'll be a little bothered by it, but after that day of dwelling on it and just thinking about it, I'll move forward. And I'm like, it is what it is.
Kev made a point that he says that she could see him as a brother and he could see her as a friend, which means she could have that strong bond connection, might not have no viewings of that person at all, like wouldn't deal with him and to that degree because she literally view him as a brother. But that don't mean he would have the same viewings. But then that's like how I say though, like given the opportunity, most guys will take the chance anyway.
Or females, like you said, you know, she could be like she could be vulnerable, like you said, and she could probably just got out of a relationship, or her and her boyfriend just broke up or whatever, and her and her old friend that she know been drinking, and then one thing lead to the next.
Yeah, that alcohol will do it.
Yeah.
Could you forgive that? And they was to blame the alcohol. Like say if it just happened. Could you forgive?
I'll say this: I forgive, but I feel like I wouldn't be able to be with that person. But I would forgive her, but I wouldn't be able to
So jumping back to the scenario of like if I was the friend, right? Say if I had the home girl and we was rocking like that, and she fine. I feel the same way you feel. Like I wouldn't like I ain't gonna hold you to it. It wouldn't bother me at all because I understand how the inner workings work. Like I'd be like, cool, you know what I'm saying? Go, do your thing and all that, boom, boom. Just invite me to the wedding. I just want to come to the wedding. And I ain't gonna bother y'all. Like, at least let me come to the wedding now. I like pay my tribute, boom, boom, boom. Okay, I see you doing good. You find the man of your dreams. But yeah, I'll let you have. I wouldn't feel the way. I can move away from that. You know what I'm saying? You can have your piece. Because I think too, they always talk about leaving and cleaving. You know what I'm saying? When you get married, so you got to put that person to the forefront. You know what I'm saying? You got to put everything else aside. So I definitely agree that, it wouldn't bother me, but I have seen people who've taken that personally. Like, they're like, dang, so you gonna stop talking to me because you got your chick? I done heard girls say that, but I mean, it is what it is because you ain't gonna be able to have too much peace like that. Because hold up, before I make this statement, who do you think becomes more insecure with that concept of these friends of opposite sex? You think men carry more of an insecurity or women?
That's hard because
just your personal view on something. From what you've seen, who you think?
If I had to choose, I would honestly say that based on my experience, I would say that it's equal because me on one hand, knowing she has a guy friend, I know I wouldn't feel comfortable with that. So I know I wouldn't feel comfortable, period. And on the other hand, I know that females, they're pretty jealous. You know what I'm saying? They get really jealous. So if a female calling your phone, they gonna get upset. They gonna take that. They're not gonna like that. So just as much as I may not like it, I'm sure they're not gonna like it as well. So
that's funny. That's funny you answered it that way too, because in my mind I was like, damn, I really couldn't call it. Like I can't say one over the other because I think both would be equally like I think most guys would be insecure about it. They wouldn't like it. Yep. But I think most women wouldn't like it neither.
No, they won't like it, man. Especially if they really love you or feeling you, they're not gonna deal with that. But so long. They might okay with it, but their feelings gonna change.
Because normally with these type of things, it's kind of like one-sided. Like one side might be a little bit more than the other, but yeah, I can't. That pretty straight down the middle there. Yeah, I can see that being the issue at all. Both parties, though, that just look like it's gonna be a lot of problems. It's gonna be some traumatic shit. All right, man. Like I said, these are the quick goals. So, but when we do these as a disrespectful, I like to end it like this. I'll always be like, yo, we call it how we call it, whether it's disrespectful, whether it's not disrespectful. I always want I want my peoples who I chop it up with a message for the people. So what would you tell somebody who thinking about getting serious in a situation and they got opposite sex friends? What would be some advice you give real quick to the people? Male or female? Because clearly we see it down the middle. What would be something you want, a cautionary or whatever may have you? What would be something that you say?
I would say, get to know that person, get to know that friend that that this person has. Like, for example, if I was dealing with a female and she had a male friend, I would definitely want to meet that person in person, talk to him eye to eye, see what his intentions are, and just kind of, you know, get to know one another. Um, and I definitely wouldn't trust like them being on some one-on-one type stuff. But if we were to be like together as a whole, as a group, maybe this person has. I also want to know if that person has a partner as well. So, you know, things like that. But me personally, I feel like I wouldn't be able to deal with that. But if the female don't want to give up that male friend and it doesn't bother the male as much, definitely, you know, get to know that other person. So I would say that. But me personally, I don't think, based on my experience, the guys I know grew up with, I wouldn't be able to do that because most of the guys I know, I seen how they, you know, how they get down.
So Kev actually said exactly what I was going to ask you. I was thinking it in my mind because you mentioned that if that person was in a relationship, and Kev said, you know, does the friend's relationship status matter? And I was definitely about to ask you that. If that person, so if she got got that homeboy, and then that homeboy, he got his situation, does that make you any more comfortable just because he got him an old lady?
No, I mean, because dude, let's be real here. Like, most friendships, something done happened in the past, man. Y'all done kissed one time. Y'all done did something. Something.
Yeah, see, I'm thinking in my mind like,
That's one exception.
I
Unless she a virgin.
if she says if she's a virgin.
And you
Well,
kind of prove it. Then you may be able to, you know what I'm saying, argue something there.
I don't even think I could. I don't trust it. Just being honest. I don't give a damn what relationship title. I don't care. I don't care if she said that her homeboy was married. I still don't trust the concept. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And I probably don't trust the concept because I know what it's like to have been that friend. And I've been around these girls who they carry I've seen girls carry their image of persona, whatever may have you, and this concept of loyalty and all this other stuff like that. And I've just seen it. I've seen it fail. And it's just like, I just don't, because I think it goes into the willpower. You know what I'm saying? So my message to people would be very, very simple. It takes a very, very strong person, man, to be able to accept that whole friends of opposite sex. I ain't that strong, personally. I can't do it. So if you are not able to accept that, you might as well go ahead and cut that off and let that go right there. And I mean, if you are strong enough, I mean, you'll be all right. I mean, hopefully it ain't too naive of a situation and then you mess around and get yourself still kind of caught up. But I mean, hey, that's all I can tell you. I ain't strong enough to do it. So all I can do is tell people, listen, I'm gonna walk away from it. I'm not strong enough to do it. Sorry, we gotta let that go. But I mean, that is what it is. So, JD, before we get up out of here, man, run the people your plug, let them know where they can find you.
Yeah, man. Y'all can find me on Instagram, Jeremy Dinkins, as well as Facebook, Jeremy Dinkins. Both of these social media sites are being put into work, so I'm gonna definitely have some content coming. But you know, I'm working on some things.
Oh yeah, I'm Mr. Humble Beginners on this YouTube thing. I'm definitely got a lot of material and things that are coming. Also, I actually, I never really cared for like the social media and all that stuff like that. But last weekend, yo, I just did a TikTok, right? And I'm gonna actually start putting content on this TikTok. So I'm about to branch out. Like I'm being a little different than what I used to stick to my introverted self. But yo, I'm about to start throwing some things out there, man. Yo, I'm about to have some fun with a lot of this joint, though. So I mean, that is what it is. So people, until the next time, we out. Peace.
Peace.